it's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
Down in Marshmallow Miles on at 613, number one for New Country. It's 102.7 KORD, 45 degrees, clear skies. You got Rick, you got Patty. Great to be back with you. Happy Tuesday, Patty.
Happy Tuesday, Rick.
So if you didn't know this, it's TV premiere week where all the new shows are coming out. So of course I stayed up late watching TV just because you try to catch all the new shows of the season.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, and I don't want to sound like an old fogey, but the new Matlock.
Like it?
I love it. It's one of my favorites.
You're like the third or fourth person I know in my circle who say they like Matlock.
There's a twist at the end. You got to watch it. There's a twist at the end. And it is not what you see. It's not like the old Andy Griffith, which I did like that I was young, but I enjoyed that.
Well, if they're going to come out with Matlock, let's update Murder, She Wrote.
I know, absolutely. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked about that. Well, if you were a big Princess Diaries fan, number 3 is coming with Anne Hathaway. So I'll be curious to see if they get Julie Andrews, who's like 90 some years old, to be the queen again, like she was in the previous ones. I'll be curious to see that. But yeah, so you have all the the Equalizer, the Tracker, the Chicago Man. I mean, the list goes on and on. I try to, what I do with new shows, I at least try to watch the debut episode, right?
Okay.
And then I go, oh yeah, that's great, or nah, not for me, right? And I've always made a joke about it, is anything I like gets canceled. So
well, you're pretty ambitious.
I'm just saying, anything I like gets canceled. So it's like, I got to enjoy my I'm like, oh, I like this. It's canceled.
I don't know. I'm just sitting there binging with my Roku, watching old reruns of Dr. Phil.
Oh my gosh. Well, for you, it was Cheaters for a while.
Oh, I'm still on Cheaters. I can't get enough of Cheaters.
So Patty loves a good train wreck. She does.
I'm all about Cheaters, Divorce Court, all those shows.
Judge Judy, roll
Heck
it up.
Yes.
Roll it up.
Man, Judge Judy, she is. When did she become so mean?
Oh, I love it.
I know.
I love Judge Judy. I do. I love it. I love it. It was interesting. There's so many great cases that,
I know.
And she's just like, and she goes, this is like, there was one like got solved in like 3 minutes. She looks at it and goes, this is stupid.
Yeah, but Judge Wapner was the original.
I know. Oh, yeah.
He's the OG.
Oh, he's the OG. All right, so we're going to get the day started. We're going to work on some Facebook fun, Nashville news, and of course, super excited, $30,000 our final week. So
I can't believe it.
I know, final week.
How are we going to follow that up? I heard some things.
I could tell you, Jelly Roll. We got a big Jelly Roll coming down the pike. We'll talk about that as well. So let's get the day started. Grab a cup of coffee, dig in. Let's get going. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the KORD mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Looking to add a furry friend to your family? Pet Overpopulation Prevention and McCurley Subaru are teaming up for a one-day low-cost pet adoption event. Join us on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at McCurley Subaru in Pasco, 9620 Sandifer Parkway. You'll find adorable cats and dogs waiting for their forever homes, plus enjoy local vendors, food, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss this awesome event. October 19th, McCurley Subaru. Come adopt your new best friend. Sponsored by McCurley Subaru and Pet Overpopulation Prevention. Young Love Saturday night, 627, number one for New Country. It's 102.7 KORD, just ahead of some Nashville news. Shout out to Robert and Kona. They're in the truck together. And, of course, we just want to shout out the new puppy. So thanks, Robert, for the call. And he was super excited about the new puppy in the house. And
he said she's 12 weeks old.
Oh, my goodness. And a gorgeous dog. So super excited about that, Robert. I was just thinking about all the adventures you're going to be having.
Puppy training in the truck. Puppy training on the road.
It is.
On the road with Kona.
I know, and we love them so much. My dog Barkley's been going in a situation where he's got an ACL tear. He's going to be 13. He's a border collie, Brittany mix. And all he wants, he's just ball
is
obsessed.
Running with the ball.
And this has been the hardest last couple weeks. And we took him to the vet on Friday. The vet said 4 to 8 weeks of rest, bed rest, crate him. Well, he will not be crated because he's a border collie. And so I was out there yesterday not doing anything but just basically throwing the ball in his mouth. And my wife busted me and said, stop it. He's not going to get better, But I was like, sitting in my chair and just putting it in his mouth, not throwing it.
No.
But she goes, it gets him excited and da-da-da-da. So
no.
it's hard. It's hard.
Well, yeah.
It's the you know.
I get it.
You having your buddy, your companion, and same as Robert in the truck with his dog, his new dog. It's a start. It's awesome, you know. So and then you get to the later, and so I did for Barkley.
Yeah.
We went and got the blood work. I mean, I spent $1,000 just to check on him, and for his age, he's almost 13. They said, he's in incredible health, you know.
Yeah.
But he's got his leg now is, you know, and he wants to. He hasn't changed. He's like, I want to go. I'm like, you can't.
He's probably wondering where his ball is.
I know, he is. Well, Megan said she'd have to go to the yard and get all the balls. She said, if I have to go out to the yard and just find every single, I'm like, good luck with that, because Barkley, a couple days ago, threw a pair of socks at my feet.
Throw him. Just throw him to me, Dad.
Somebody do something.
Yes.
Exactly. And then, of course, you know, we got the younger Bodie. He's the crazy nut job. With those,
he's got rings.
He's got rings, and he loves those rings. And so Barkley, who could care less about the rings, was like, where's my ball? All right, fine. I'll try to pull on these rings. And I'm like, okay, you can't do that either. So anyway, shout out to you this morning, Robert. Love that you got a new family member. Welcome to the Cord family, Kona. How about that?
Right on.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right, Nashville news is on the way. You got Rick and Patty. KORD.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. #1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
640, #1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. Got Rick, you got Patty. 45 degrees, clear skies. Time for some Nashville news.
Taylor Swift, officially the richest female musician on earth. The huge milestone not only comes with a new title, but an updated net worth reveal. Taylor's total earnings were previously reported by Forbes via their annual billionaires list in April, months after unveiling that Taylor officially obtained her 9th zero in October of 2023. Since then, Taylor has continued to grace stages across the globe as part of her ongoing Eras tour, and as of Saturday is worth a whopping $1.6 billion. Followed by Rihanna, Selena Gomez, Madonna, and then Beyonce. Country music legend Garth Brooks, accused of raping a hair and makeup artist. The woman identifies herself only as Jane Roe, and she claims that Garth attacked her in 2019 at a Los Angeles hotel. Garth filed a previous lawsuit anonymously in an effort to stop the woman from publicly repeating the allegations, which he has denied. Garth's lawsuit claims that the woman made the allegations after he denied her request for salaried employment and medical benefits. Zac Brown Band is collaborating with some legendary artists spanning genres, and frontman Zac Brown has revealed 2 stars that he hasn't worked with yet who are on his bucket list. The 9-member band teamed up with many stars over the years, and when asked in an interview of which artists he'd like to work with someday, Zac replied that he would love to do a song with Adele, saying that she's his favorite female voice of all time. And then he added that Paul McCartney is also on his bucket list. Last but not least, Morgan Wallen ignored a fan's attempt to get him to sign a chair during a recent concert in Tampa. The chair was passed to Morgan after his show, but he chose not to sign it. The chair, of course, is a reference to his arrest for throwing a chair off a Nashville rooftop. Meanwhile, Whiskey Riff says that Morgan is organizing a food and water drive to support Hurricane Helene victims. That drive taking place in Knoxville and in Nashville. Morgan is also selling a limited edition Help t-shirt to raise funds for the cause. Those are your trending headlines.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. #1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Looking to add a furry friend to your family? Pet Overpopulation Prevention and McCurley Subaru are teaming up for a one-day low-cost pet adoption event. Join us on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at McCurley Subaru in Pasco, 9620 Sandifer Parkway. You'll find adorable cats and dogs waiting for their forever homes, plus enjoy local vendors, food, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss this awesome event. October 19th, McCurley Subaru. Come adopt your new best friend. Sponsored by McCurley Subaru and Pet Overpopulation Prevention. 51. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you. 45 degrees and anywhere, everywhere on your station mobile app. And yes, our Facebook fun for the day. Here you go. Here is the question. What is the right age to let your children have their first phone? That's posted right now for you right there on the Facebook page. What is the right age to let the children have their first phone? Already a ton of comments on it. Lori says it depends on the kid, life situations, and their maturity. Shannon says we wait for Christmas during 5th grade. They get some time to be taught proper use of the device before they go to middle school, where they'll have more independence and need to be in contact. Sarah says maybe 7th grade. And of course, the right age to let children have their very first phone. We were adults when cell phones came along, or smart, now it's smartphones.
I know.
So
I was in my 20s.
I was trying to think. I think my son was in high school when he got his very first
Really?
phone. Yeah. And some people are even saying late high school, which was interesting in the Facebook fun here. Ronnie says 100% depends on the kid. My kids got theirs in 6th grade because it was the first time they went to school without me. However, my son will be a 6th grader next year, and he will not be getting a phone. No idea when he'll be ready, but it isn't now. Maybe 25, laugh out loud from Ronnie. So, Bobby Joe, after the trouble my daughter got into, I'd say 18, man. So
when do kids start asking for cell phones?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's
when
like
I'm out
first or second grade these days. Yeah. I'm same as you. When you're out and about, toddlers have got cell phones in their hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think parents do that just to keep them busy.
I know, exactly.
But I don't know.
They've got little tablets and different things like that. Yeah, we're starting them. Justin says, I started reading The Anxious Generation. He addresses this, says late high school for various reasons. Interesting, late high school. I think it all depends on the kid.
I don't know. I will say this: I panic when I don't have my phone.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
Well, it puts a lot of stress on a person.
Isn't that the craziest thing that we do? It's
I pulled over this morning, going, "Where's my phone?" And plugged right in. It's right on my seat. Oh,
it really. I have no doubt that a lot of anxiety that we have in today's
everything is on my phone.
Yeah. And the anxiety of losing it and all of that, it's like, there's times I'll be like, it's almost like a bad dream. Like, where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Where's my keys?
That's
where's my
how I
phone?
am with my phone.
Yeah.
First thing I wake up, where's my phone?
Yeah. So, what is the right age to let kids have their very first phone? Curious to see what you guys think. That's our Facebook fun. You can chime in on it right now. A lot of great comments already. But I'm always still like you. I'm stunned when I see a toddler
I'm amazed.
Back at a phone. I'm like, really, a toddler? Really? This is where we're
well, how about this? When you see grandparents, show me how that works.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well,
their grandkids are showing them how. Here's how technology is.
Yeah.
Grandma.
I know, absolutely. The next generation coming up. So there you go. That is going to be the Facebook fun. What is the right age to let kids have their first phone? We're curious what you guys think. Let us know right there. It's Rick and Patty. KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, #1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
And #1 for New Country, it's 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. $30,000, the cash cow, our final week. And yes, $30,000. Another chance coming up at 8:20 this morning.
I can't wait.
That's right. 10 times a day, your final week to grab that money. Think about what you could do if you had $30,000. All right, Max. Quite the situation going on here in Kennewick. What's going on with Max this morning?
How about it, Rick and Patty? My girlfriend and I have been dating for a year now. And the other night, she told me she loved me for the first time. Well, it caught me completely off guard. So I said the first thing that came to mind. I love spending time with you, too. I don't think that's what she wanted to hear. I told my best friend what happened. He said, if I'm not in love after a year, then I will never be. So it's time to end the relationship and move on. Well, now my head's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, wondering if he's right. Is he? What would you do if you were me, Max and Kennewick?
All right. Well, we don't know the ages. That's not that age has anything to do with it, but Patty, I'll let you jump in on this one first. What do you think?
I'm glad you didn't say me too. Me too. I don't know exactly. I think your friend, your best friend, gave you some, not cool information. Oh, if you don't love her after a year, it's never gonna. How do you know?
Right, but some people are like that. Some people.
I didn't love Jeff when I first met. In fact, Jeff, it was the opposite.
Right.
I didn't like him. He was a pesky neighbor.
Right. Exactly. Did you ever? I guess the question is, did you ever have butterflies?
No, not really with him. I mean, wait a minute. Yes, somewhat I did. I do remember being at work at a radio station in Madison, Wisconsin.
Sure.
And I remember getting flowers for the first time. And he would call.
Right.
And
exactly.
Jeff's on line 1, and I go, oh.
Yeah. So okay. So that's a little. That's
So yes, there were times that I did get butterflies.
Yeah. The older I get, companionship is important.
Yeah.
People have so many more so much qualities besides, because some people equate love with butterflies. Oh, if I don't have butterflies, And I'm like, well, but that's
I don't think you get butterflies all the time.
I think that's what they call the lavender period in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's
I remember butterflies.
Yeah, no, you can't.
With other relationships.
And,
sure.
And same, yeah. And for me and my wife, I have come to appreciate her more. The longer I've been with my wife, the more I appreciate her. Well, whereas I was probably not the best boyfriend when we got started dating, because I don't think I appreciate her like I do now. Now I love her. Yeah.
Yes, because you depend on your significant. Jeff and I were in the gorge, and I'm like, "Where's the bus?" Where? I'm lost
during the Luke Combs thing. Yeah,
you depend on each other for things.
And I think love comes in so many different forms. I just can't just say, oh, it's all butterflies. If not butterflies, it's not, it's like, no, because that all wears off. Some people call me, no, it doesn't, Rick, and I do. Tony have been married since high school. In my high school, there was a girl
Tony and girl Tony.
And they've been married
ever since,
and since junior high, And we always laughed. It's Tony and Tony. And they've been together forever. Some people just know.
Yeah.
And then other people, love is a windy road. You know what I'm saying? To get to the happiness. Yep. So it's like, I just think there's so many ways to dissect this, Max. So I don't know if I would just,
I don't think you should listen to your best friend, though. I'm just saying that.
Yeah. But have you ever been in that awkward position where someone said, I love you, and you really didn't love them back?
Yes.
We've all been there.
What do you say?
What do you say? Yeah, exactly. Because you're like, well, maybe I do. Do you say I love you just to make them happy?
Or sometimes you say it, but you just say it back, because they,
I don't recall ever saying it when I didn't mean it, but because that just creates a big, big worms. All right, Max, what do you guys think? 547 KORD app chat is what you do in this situation. Do you break up with the person? Or do you this is a great relationship.
No, write it out. Figure it out. Don't listen to your best friend.
I know. Your bestie may be wrong on this one. Let us know. It's other people's problems. You got Rick and Patty. KORD.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
For New Country, it's 102.7 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Good morning, 722. Your morning commute. Right now about 45 degrees and clear skies.
That song is growing on me.
That's
when I first heard it, I went, what?
That's country.
Excuse me.
That is for me. That is Loretta Lynn to me. When I hear that, I'm like that's Loretta. That's Tanya Tucker. That's got that way, that throwback. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah.
June Carter Cash. I'm just saying the greats there, and people don't realize what trailblazers Loretta Lynn. Well, that kind of artist was.
Yeah.
They had a song called The Pill back in the day from Loretta Lynn, and she even talked about domestic abuse in her.
I know.
She's like, don't come home drinking, with loving on your mind. You've been out and about, and tossing your butt out. You know what I'm saying? These were some heavy topics in those songs. So, yeah. So there you go. Brand new. Love that. I kind of love the throwback feel to it.
I do too.
All right, so do you need butterflies to be in love or to love somebody?
What do you think?
Max has got a situation going on other people's problems, but taking your calls, 547 KORD. And Robert, what do you think?
Sometimes it takes time to develop feelings for somebody, and you guys are talking about butterflies. For me, it's not how I feel when I'm with my wife as much as is how I feel when I'm without her. Because I'm lost without my wife. When she's not there, it's like, I'm kind of just doing whatever.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
Wow.
Yeah,
listen to him.
Yeah, it's funny. My wife actually, my wife, is a busybody. She's always gone. Like she was gone last week into Oregon.
She was hunting.
Yep, she was out hunting with her family. They have a big spread near Condon, so she was out hunting. And then this weekend she's got a Seroptimus thing. She's going to be gone out of town.
She is busy.
Yeah, she's always gone, always busy. And there are times where I'm like, oh, I'm glad she's gone. And then there's times like, oh, I kind of miss my wife because I don't see her very often. So I hear what you're saying there, Robert. Now, trust me, I have a list of honey-do lists that she would love for me to do while she's gone, which I never do. But in a fantasy world, I would have done her list. But yeah, it's like that's her hope. Her hope and dreams is she goes away for the weekend.
And when you come back, when she comes
the
back,
honey-do
all these
list,
things, it'll be done, accomplished.
I'm like, yeah. So I'm in that husband group of, about every 6 months I get one thing on the list done. I think that's a pretty good ratio. If you're asking me personally, I think that's a good one.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Thank you. That's what I tell her. Thank you, Patty. That's what I tell her. More of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Looking to add a furry friend to your family? Pet Overpopulation Prevention and McCurley Subaru are teaming up for a one-day low-cost pet adoption event. Join us on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at McCurley Subaru in Pasco, 9620 Sandifer Parkway. You'll find adorable cats and dogs waiting for their forever homes, plus enjoy local vendors, food, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss this awesome event. October 19th, McCurley Subaru. Come adopt your new best friend. Sponsored by McCurley Subaru and Pet Overpopulation Prevention. Reminiscent about that great Gorge show over the weekend with Luke Combs. 2 dates, Friday and Saturday.
I almost blew away. Saturday was beautiful.
I know. You had the wind on Friday night.
On Friday night was unbelievable.
Wind torn. Did people abandon ship or did they stay for the show?
I stayed for the show.
Yeah, I bet they did. They delayed it for a little bit, right? Because of the wind was just...
Yeah, it was still, it seemed like forever. It seemed like forever. But yeah, there was like a wind chill factor. I mean,
yeah.
When we got back to the campgrounds, I mean, it was amazing. Tents were blown everywhere.
Well, I bet. Was yours...
Ours was intact. I was grateful.
Good job,
I
Jeff.
was grateful.
Good job. He had that nailed down. Good job on that, Jeff.
Did we sleep in the tent? No.
Did abandoned ship on that, right?
I slept in the back of my vehicle. And I kept going, turn the heat up.
Turn the heat on. Turn the heat on.
Who goes camping without sleeping bags?
Well, apparently you guys did. It gets cold out there in the gorge. It does. I've been out there. It gets cold. Yeah, it does. So
we have a pop-up camper in Wisconsin.
Time to go get it.
What the heck?
Yeah, time to hit the road. Go get it. So Walmart is kicking off the holiday shopping season. I can't believe it's already the holiday shopping season.
Oh, I know. Yeah, holiday stuff is out already.
I know.
Where you been?
Thousands of items are on sale today. And Amazon Prime Day, the big deal
8th and
days
9th.
are here now as well, kicking off. So
Today's the
so
8th.
if this is getting some early Christmas shopping done, holiday shopping done right there, getting it done.
Are you going to get on Amazon? Check out the deals?
Yeah. So,
what are you looking for?
To me, I try to get mine shopping done a couple months before.
You're talking about Christmas shopping already?
Well, so
the heck?
the boys are easy. Cash nowadays. Cash.
Yeah, cash is king.
Cash is king.
Well, we got 30 grand going on.
Right,
I mean,
we do. We got $30,000 going on. So cash is king. And then I've got to pick out a couple things for Megan. So trying to think, last year I got her a new wedding ring. So that was the big...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did get her a brand new...
You didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, she's got...
I thought we were friends, Rick. I feel like I'm just getting to know you.
But yeah, I think that was the year before was the pink Las Vegas trip.
Yeah.
So that
ours is a Mexican vacation.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you're doing.
That's Christmas.
That's
It.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I like that. So we're gonna have some fun with you. 547 KORD app chat us on this holiday shopping pet peeves.
Oh.
I've only done it one time where we went to get my son one of those scooters, Razor scooters back in the day. I'll never do it again at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, waiting in line. We thought it was going to be a fun experience. And I will tell you what happened was a lady in the store got to the scooters before everybody else, put them in her carts.
All
of them. And then she was going around the store and selling them out of her cart before she even paid for them. Because people were so desperate. It's like having a Tickle Me Elmo, and you see a cart full of them, and this lady's walking around, and you're like, what for that? What?
Did you buy one?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. She finally got busted. Someone ratted her out eventually.
Oh man!
But she gotten away with quite a, but she did. She got in there early, took a big armful, threw it in her cart, and then she just walked around. And of course, people wanting it are like,
yeah.
I'll give you $100. I'll give you $150.
Well, that's kind of smart. I mean,
I know. Well, she ended up getting busted for it there. So we're gonna take some calls. Have you ever seen anything that crazy during a shot? I call it a massacre when I go out to those things. Oh, geez, it's like.
Well, I don't get it, but I did see it with the Stanley mugs.
Oh yeah, it's like I guess I'm just not going to kill somebody to get something.
Whatever happened to that fad? Are people still getting those Stanley mugs?
I think they
those
are.
gigantic things.
Well, you know,
I need a Stanley.
I know they do. People are weird. They get obsessed about weird things, and it's like, you know, and they go crazy. They go crazy. The funny story we'll tell you before we go to break here is the fact that we've been at live broadcasts where we're actually cleaned out of prizes. Like there's nothing left, and there'll be a pin on the table, and a person will walk up and say, I'm sorry, we're out of tickets.
I'll take that pen.
That's what they did. I'll take the pen. Oh, I'm like, okay, here's the
Or
pen.
especially, yes, a T-shirt that you know is not going to fit somebody.
That's my favorite.
And you're like, well, and they're
That's
like,
my
well,
favorite.
this is going to go for my granddaughter.
Yeah, I don't buy it, but yeah, exactly. I had that happen. We had a Todd. We had a female small, and the guy was 400.
Oh yeah,
it was
you
a
needed
female.
like
It was
a
a female.
like a 3X.
It was a female cut shirt.
Oh yeah,
you know,
with the
and
V-neck.
Yep, the
Yeah.
V, totally that. And the last shirt was left, and the guy at 400 pounds. I'll take that. I'm like, okay, hey, you do you, boo. So, all right, take some calls. 547-KORD, holiday shopping pet peeves. I know you guys have got some of that. He's wearing it around his ankle right now, listening to the show, going, Rick, it's
my favorite KORD shirt.
Exactly, it's an ankle kerchief. Anyway, so we'll take some calls now. 547-KORD. We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. Morgan Wallen, it's Lies. 7:53. It's number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Will you sign this chair, Morgan?
Absolutely.
No.
As it goes out, you can probably sell a lot of autographed chairs. It's like we just opened up the new Morgan Wallen place in Nashville and going to do some autographed chairs. You have to laugh at yourself after things like that.
You don't do stupid things.
I know. Don't do stupid things.
I mean,
and
because
then,
it's going to come back at you.
And then who better to laugh at than yourself in those situations?
Agreed.
$30,000 coming up here. 820 give you a chance to win that. We've been talking about Prime Deal Days going on right now. Amazon Prime Deal Days. It's kicking off. Walmart is going to be there in the battle too. Holiday shopping season kicks off today. Thousands of items are on sale right now, Pat.
I'm looking for snow boots.
All right, snow boots. You go search
I'm looking
that
for
out.
some snow boots.
Go search that out while I take some calls. 547-KORD. We've been talking about some of your holiday shopping pet peeves. And what do you got this morning?
Middle of the aisle and talk.
Oh, yes.
Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
It drives me insane. Like, kick up the entire aisle
Yep.
and they just talk. Or walk really, like, I have really bad, instead of road rage, it's like cart rage.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
cart
if you're
rage.
going so slow, like, I have to go around you.
Oh, yeah. I have that happen cart rate. I have that happen all the time whenever I'm shopping. The person in front of me is always
I
slow.
will turn around and go the other way.
Yeah, I've
sorry.
done it. I've actually left the aisle and gone around the
Yes.
other way and come back to the other side of the aisle. And they're still in the middle of the aisle. I'm like, oh, I'm behind. Like, nope, I'm going to go all, and I do. And I come back to the other side. I don't say anything to that person, but they should get a good idea. Like, why is this person
And what is it? It's always neighbors who haven't seen each other in forever, and then they're talking.
right there.
Can't you go home and do that?
Well, no, because
I mean,
at the grocery store. What are you
I
talking?
don't know. Can't you have a barbecue and figure that out
Oh,
and
my
talk
God.
as neighbors?
Oh,
I mean,
geez.
really? Why do you have to talk at Walmart?
547-KORD, shopping, grocery shopping, holiday pet peeves. What do you got?
If I'm looking at something and somebody swoops in right in front of me and just acts like they have to get it before I do, like I'm a pretty chill person. I don't buy for lots of people because I just don't really have many people to buy for. But like if somebody thinks it's a competition,
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at a Lego set at Walmart and they come running in behind me and they try to grab it off the shelf. I'm like, dude, it is not that serious. It is a Lego set.
Right.
I usually just let it go. It's more of a pick your battles type deal. And so, yeah, it's annoying, but my world's not going to end because of it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, people get crazy.
I don't know. It's Legos.
I know, but people,
that's a big deal.
people get crazy when they're holiday shopping because they feel like there's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? Almost like even though it's supposed to be the happiest time of year, it's almost like a selfish thing. Like, I just got blah, 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 blah. Get in there and get it. Someone's going to get it.
Why are we? It's not even Halloween yet, and you're starting this.
Amazon Prime,
Well,
they started it.
Holy buckets, Rick.
I didn't start it. Walmart, Amazon Prime. Blame them. More of your calls on the way. 547-KORD. It's Rick and Patty.
You're waking
Waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number one for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Looking to add a furry friend to your family? Pet Overpopulation Prevention and McCurley Subaru are teaming up for a one-day low-cost pet adoption event. Join us on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at McCurley Subaru in Pasco, 9620 Sandifer Parkway. You'll find adorable cats and dogs waiting for their forever homes, plus enjoy local vendors, food, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss this awesome event, October 19th, McCurley Subaru. Come adopt your new best friend. Sponsored by McCurley Subaru and Pet Overpopulation Prevention. Lina, there you go. And of course, Jody Messina coming to Legends Casino. Very excited about that show on the way for you. Also, speaking of on the way, $30,000. It's our final week of the Cash Cow. And yes, we'd love to get you $30,000 with the code coming up here in just about 10 minutes.
10 minutes away. Countdown is on. Oh, look at Rick. Oh, look at...
604 if you're just curious right
Wow.
now. I'm just saying, 604.
You rebel, you.
Someday it's like Rick Michaels no longer with KORD radio because he keeps giving away the cash codes. 604 right now.
He cannot. He can't just stick to the map.
To the playbook. I can't do it, man. Can't do it. Anywhere, everywhere. While you're doing that, inputting that 604 into your KORD mobile app.
Yeah.
We got a lot of great articles up there, and there's a big fundraiser going on for Mikey's Chance, right, Patty?
Yes, it's going on the 12th. That's Saturday from 5 till 8. It's a spaghetti feed.
Oh, I love it.
To help the canine rescue. So, yes, if you're interested in getting tickets, you can do so. Today is like the last day. Now, there will be some available at the door, but click the link and you'll get all the details as to where you can find tickets and whatnot. There's a phone number for you.
It's a great cause fundraiser benefiting Mikey's Chance. And, of course, let's talk about those earthquakes. I know the East Coast is getting slammed by hurricanes and stuff. But we have our own little, earthquake. We get a lot of earthquakes you don't even realize we're getting, right?
So, well, I know, but Mount Adams, now, if you're not familiar, is a volcano. And, what if it erupts? Now, there's no chance. I got to knock on wood.
Right.
They're saying, no, that's not going to happen.
You say stuff like that. You say stuff
I
like
know.
that, and then it happens.
So, but there's been a series of earthquakes. There have been 6 of them since September. A little alarming.
It is alarming.
So they're, monitoring a little bit more closely so that they can see what's going on underneath.
Yeah, your little smiley guy's a little upset. He's a little scared.
I know it.
Smiley guy's terrified of that.
I don't know anything about earthquakes. I know that they had one recently in California, in Ontario, that area where I actually lived in.
Yeah.
Man, if you've never felt an earthquake, it really is something. But
only a couple times in my life, yeah, and it is an experience. I mean, it's like, what's this feeling? It is a weird feeling for sure. I've never had the big one. Never had a big one.
So I used to say that all the time, and people would get really mad at me.
Why?
They get really, don't joke about stuff like that.
Because it
can be devastating.
It can, absolutely. So we will not be joking about it, and we'll just tell you, go read the article about Mount Adams. It's posted for you right now on the station mobile app.
But what's up with the tree trunks?
Oh, well, getting to be
white?
fall time. Yeah, why is these trees? Well, there's a lot of reasons why tree trunks are painted white. One, of course, is to preserve the tree, believe it or not, to protect the tree. To protect that trunk and all that.
But there are other reasons?
There's tons of other reasons why you see those white painted trees out there. So all those articles and more posted right now for you on the KORD mobile app.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number one for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Looking to add a furry friend to your family? Pet Overpopulation Prevention and McCurley Subaru are teaming up for a one-day low-cost pet adoption event. Join us on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at McCurley Subaru in Pasco, 9620 Sandifer Parkway. You'll find adorable cats and dogs waiting for their forever homes, plus enjoy local vendors, food, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss this awesome event, October 19th, McCurley Subaru. Come adopt your new best friend. Sponsored by McCurley Subaru and Pet Overpopulation Prevention. Ryder Hubbard back then right now, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. There you go. Cash Cow code came down. 604. Yeah, 604. Yeah.
604?
604.
Okay.
Yep, 604. Just double checking there.
Gotcha.
604 right there, right now for you. It's our final week of the Cash Cow. I want somebody to win this $30,000.
Would that be fantastic?
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Think about what you could do with $30,000. I would go on the trip of a lifetime, I think. Trip of a lifetime. I know you're going to Mexico.
Of course.
I know you're going to Mexico for the holidays, but I'm
going to Scotland with it.
Are you kidding me? I was gonna say I've never been overseas.
No.
Now my wife's been to London. And,
Wow.
she's been to different things like that. I have never had that, in my lifetime. So
I am seeing a lot of my friends on Facebook. They're all in Rome.
They're all living
What's going on in Rome?
They're all living way better than we are.
I don't know.
No, I see it all the time. They're in Greece. They're in Rome.
Yeah.
They're in Italy. I'm like, what left turn at Albuquerque did I take wrong?
Have you ever been to Albuquerque?
No.
You haven't even been. Rick's never even been to Albuquerque.
I've not been.
Holy
I've
buckets,
not been to
Rick.
New Mexico.
You got to get out more.
I know. It's like, well, on this DJ salary, I can only get to the end of the block.
Rick's on vacation.
Yeah.
Where is he? Clarkston.
Yes,
What?
That's it. I know. That's the truth. It's about as far as I can go on this salary. All right, so we're going to tie this one off. Max has got quite the situation going on. What's going on with Max here?
He says his girlfriend and he have been dating for a year, and the other night the girlfriend says, "I love you." Caught him off guard. He goes, the first thing I said, was what came to mind. I love spending time with you too. He goes, I don't think that's what she wanted to hear. I told my best friend what happened, and he said, if I'm not in love after a year, it's never going to be, so it's time to end the relationship and move on. Well, now my head's spinning like 1,000 miles an hour, wondering if he's right. Is he? What would you do if you were me? Max in Kennewick.
All right, people are talking, and we got a bunch of comments on Facebook. What are people saying Max should do here?
Barbie is laughing. Why is it up to your best friend? Are you dating him? If your girlfriend isn't more important than your best friend, maybe you do need to move on. She deserves someone who talks to her and not leaves her because his best friend says to.
And Cola says, oh, wow, if you're not ready to say those 3 words, have a conversation with her and not your friend. Express that you're just not there yet with your feelings. Give it time. Hopefully she understands, and that's from Cola.
Linnea says a year is a long time to date and not know if you're feeling in love with someone, especially if you see each other often. I'm curious, how old is everyone in this situation? Maybe it's time you have a sit down where both of you can talk about the relationship and where you picture yourselves a year from now. You might have 2 completely different timelines.
Deborah says, my friends help me understand life, but after a year, that friend should be able to hear any concern, and that's from Deborah.
I understand some people have trouble with those words. Some say it early and often, and some wait a while. I had one that said it a lot, and it ruined our marriage by cheating. One that took a while but had a wonderful relationship until his passing. Also, you can love someone by your actions. I like the words and actions myself. You don't feel it, don't say it. But talk to her about it. That's from Amy.
Amy, that's really good advice.
Yeah.
Good. That's probably the best.
Actions are...
Yeah, absolutely. How do
you
they?
know what they
how
say?
do they treat
Actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Linda says only you know if there's any hope in your relationship, but you do need to ask yourself if you feel love and is this the person you want to spend your life with? And if it's not, then set her free. Only you know how you feel, but don't keep straggling her along if you just want to date her. That's it.
And also, remember, some people have a really hard time verbalizing,
Absolutely.
saying how they feel.
Absolutely. And then again, I've always said love comes in so many different forms. It can't just be butterfly love, and that goes away after a while. I was telling my wife recently that we've been married now 13 years, and we dated for a couple of years. I look back because I go through my memories page on my Facebook, she loved me 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
None of the cutesy little comments. Like, I'm chopped liver these days. I mean, so I look back 10 years. I told her, I said, honey, do you realize you were way more loving back in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? You say little cute things on my Facebook. I said, I haven't seen a cute little thing on my Facebook in 10 years.
If my husband, he'll write it in a card.
Aw.
If I ever heard Jeff go, I love you, Patty, I don't even know what I would.
You would be like, what? You'd be like, who are you?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, who took over this body? I think there comes a point to where you've been married so long, you just laugh. Like, what? It's like...
Yes. I mean, I'd be in shock.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I remember I tried to what is it? What is that?
Like, have you been drinking?
Yeah.
What is this?
So I tried one time too, because my wife was away, and I tried to flirt with her on the phone.
Oh no.
And try to get it started, a little, sexting there, and she was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "What are you doing?"
I have done the thing where, he's at work and I can tell that there are, dudes around, right?
Right.
And I'll go, now right before I hang up, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
I love you. And he's not saying anything. And I say to I love love you, Jeff. I love you. And he goes, me too.
He
does that.
I'd poke that snake. Yeah, exactly. I got you. I hear you. All right, Max, we did our best to solve it for you. 547-KORD. App chat us what you would do in the situation. We want to know. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, #1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.